is the blending of creative imagination and technical know-how. And Imagineering was created in 1952 to create Disneyland.
Walt Disney Imagineers are some of the craziest, most fun people on the planet. They are exactly what the name stands for. They are imagination experts and they are engineers.
Roland Cleve was opening crew operations manager. His biggest challenge, installing the water tower, a Disney trademark.
It had to be transported on a huge truck that was specifically made. We had to prepare in advance, way in advance, the exact route that we had to drive. You know, some of the route had electrical wiring and cabling that we had to disconnect. And finally it arrived at the Walt Disney Studios in different elements, so we had to build it in front of the entrance of the park. If you go from a drawing board to the first construction wearing a hard hat and boots, and you know, you try to see and to fine-tune how you create the park up until the day that the first guests really come and visit, and they clap and they applaud, and you see tears of laughter. That's when it comes to life, and I think that is a very beautiful period to experience.
It's Imagineers who get to decide which Disney characters are featured in the park. At Walt Disney Studios Paris, the genie from Aladdin gets his own ride. The Imagineers made it colorful and cartoon-like. A family-friendly affair with an exotic Arabian Nights theme. But the Imagineers decided to give the ride a filmmaker's twist.
I'm trying to figure out how to put this flying carpet ride in the studio. And what happens is, apparently Genie from Aladdin, now he's a very successful actor. Like all successful actors, now he wants to direct. And so Genie is directing us in his production of Flying Carpets over Agrabah. So we're the extras, and he's yelling encouragement and inspiration to us. People, work with me, smile, smile. So he's being our director, and we're the extras in his film.
So, in their own way, Imagineers turned what was just a normal ride in a theme park into a special film-based attraction for the studios. They want every guest to feel like they're on a working set. Around every corner, a little moment of movie magic is underway. In the Boulevard of Dreams, the movies come to you. A blonde starlet and camera crew are enough to tell you a film shoot is underway, and you get to be the co-star.
You can see the interactivity between the guests and our products every day. The shows are becoming more and more brilliant because of the fact that the guests become involved. So it makes the magic go right through the screen.
The star steadies herself. The extras are hustled. Special effects added. And the cameras roll. And you've just had front row seats in the making of a movie. It's a wrap. Move on to the next scene. Studio 2 is reminiscent of a 1930s Hollywood movie palace.
Bonjour, savez s'il vous plaît.
And it's home to Cinemagique.
Sometimes people don't want the biggest, fastest, most high-tech attraction. They want emotion and stories. Nobody does that better than Disney.
Cinemagique is all about being transported through the silver screen and living the adventures of our favorite movie characters. Our hero is played by comedian Martin Short. He's cleverly plunged into a series of film genres from both American and European movie history. During the adventure, he falls in love with the leading lady, Julie Delpy.
This doesn't look good.
By the end, our hero is faced with the dilemma. Does he return to the real world or follow his heart? What he ends up deciding is a Disney secret that can only be revealed in the attraction. Paris is no stranger to fairground attractions. But on the outskirts of the city, Disneyland Park and its studios offshoot have raised the bar when it comes to 21st century entertainment. All over the world, Disney Imagineers refer to their parks as theme shows. And this Disney theme show is all about being behind the scenes of cinema, animation, and television.
When Disney first created the Disney theme show, he basically had people from the studio that came in and worked for him, and we basically created a theme park which was like a cinema with all the seats deleted. The difference between a film and a Disney theme shows that in a film, there's a linear storyline from start to finish. And in our parks, you can choose your own destination. You can choose your own story.
Every day, thousands of visitors pour into the park, some with a plan in mind, others happy to just let the day unfold. But they can guarantee whatever they do, a Disney Imagineer has had a hand in it. Every ride, even a souvenir stand, must have a reason for being there.
Every detail in our parks has to be backed up with a story, even if the guest doesn't realize it. For us, in terms of our design, it guides us through the whole design process. All of the elements flow from the structural guideline, which is the story. It's the essence which differentiates the Disney theme show from any other.
Next on Inside Walt Disney Studios Paris, the meteor attack that will blow you away. Recognize this vehicle? It's the armadillo that came straight from the movie set of Armageddon. And this is Armageddon, the theme park attraction. Guests enter from planet Earth, but very quickly find themselves in a Russian space station 70 miles above the planet. And in the middle of a terrifying, flaming meteor shower. The attraction took 2 years of development and presented some engineering challenges. Firstly, the close proximity of the fire effects to the guests needed a lot of attention. After all, the idea was to frighten them, not fry them. Secondly, space is a vacuum. So when the space station is penetrated by a meteor, to be realistic, all the air should be sucked out.
How do we do that? Well, we actually did it. We actually pull a vacuum on the room. It's a gigantic technical feat that we've accomplished.
Not that the guests care about the technology. They're just here to have fun.
We really want you to believe that you're really there. We're telling a story, and we're telling it